Good morning, this is Anya. It's 1:30 in the morning on Friday before spring break. My best friend Yamam and I are going on a road trip to Tennessee, and we're going to be stopping in Kentucky for some cool camping and backpacking. This is going to be the first video of the series, so follow along and see our adventures. Since our main destination is Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and it's 13 hours away, we decided to split the drive into 2 days and stay in the Red River Gorge in Kentucky the first night. We booked an underground kayaking tour at the Gorge Underground and plan to just explore the surrounding areas in our free time. Next morning, we will finish our drive to Townsend, Tennessee. We just pulled over at the gas station, filled up the tank. We've been on the road for about 5.5 hours now. We got a little less than 4 hours left to go. It's been pretty windy. We're actually in the high wind warning zone. Looking at the maps, it's kind of nice to finally start getting out of it. It's not fun to, constantly be pushed by the wind as you're driving. So we'll check back in a little bit. After 9 hours of driving, we're finally at the Gorge Underground. We're going to do some kayaking underground, possibly see some fish, see some cool lights in the water, and we're very excited. Perfect, we got our helmets on, getting ready to check out the life jackets after, and then go underground. How do you feel? You're feeling? I'm very feel.
All right, you guys. So like I said, I want to get you out on that water.
So we are headed to the dock. We can see all the kayaks and paddles. And here's the first peak of the cave. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm excited. We got some headlamps. It is pretty dark, but we'll be okay. Awesome. The Gorge Underground began as a surface mine in the 1800s. It was converted into an underground mine in the 20th century, when workers used dynamite to blast out the tunnels. Around the 1980s, the miners hit aquifers, which caused water to begin seeping into the hallways. Not long after that, the mine was shut down and remained so for about 30 years. Now it's a tourist attraction with several different opportunities to explore the mine. We selected the guided classic tour that took about an hour to complete. However, there are also group boat tours, crystal kayak tours, and even a stand-up paddleboard tour. There's definitely something for everyone's taste. The tour guides were very helpful and knowledgeable, which made the whole adventure smooth and fun. The water was clear and you could easily spot the trout swimming right below you. Yes. While we didn't catch it on camera, there were also tiny bats tucked into the rock above us. Air felt pretty cool, but the water was a lot colder. It stays around 40 degrees, and it's definitely not something you'd want to fall into. It's one of those places where you're very aware of staying balanced in your kayak. Overall, we truly enjoyed the experience and would totally do it again. The next step is we're going to go to our campground. Maybe we'll get some gas on the way, and then we'll go to camp, set up our home for the night. See you then. On the way after kayaking, we switched up our plans for our stay last minute. We were going to do some dispersed camping, but it would have put us out of our way for the next section of the road trip. So we decided to look around locally, and we checked out a visitor center, and we got a recommendation for Koomer Ridge campground, which is about 10 minutes away from the kayaking place. We had to pay in cash or through a check, and then put the envelope at the check-in, self-check-in. We didn't have cash or the check, so we had to go back to the gas station and check out the ATM. But anyway, we are at the campground finally. We got the car there. It's a pretty nice place. There's a few campgrounds around as well. We can see people, but it still feels isolated and quiet and peaceful. So we're gonna set up the camp, and then I'm gonna go get some water and throw in the envelope with the fee for the campground. Before I can finally relax in the tent, enjoy my night, there are a couple more things left to do. First is I have to pay for the campground at the self-service at the entrance to the campground. I need to also fill up the water bottles that we have because we are thirsty from all the day on the road and our little adventures trying to figure out where to spend the night. We are still fasting, so we are excited to get some dinner going as well once the right time comes. I really enjoyed today a lot. Thanks to Yamam, she's been driving most of the way. We started at like 1:30 in the morning. We came here by 12:30. We were already, doing a fun activity. So as I was trying to sleep a bit here and there, it's been nice to like actually miss more of a boring part of the trip, which is the drive through the Midwest. At the self-service station, there's a bunch of these envelopes that you fill out with your personal information and the campsite that you're picking out, as well as put like number of vehicles, the license plate. And then you put the fee for the night or however many days you're staying in the envelope, seal it, and just drop it in the box. And then take the stub, put it on a clip in front of your campsite. You're gonna drop the envelope in the pay box here. There you go. Now that we got the fees taken care of and can have a stressless night, second most important part is nutrition and fuel. Gonna go fill up water. I just put up our permit for the night up there. Gonna head up to the tent and enjoy some reading while the sun is still out and just breathe the fresh air and just enjoy being outside after a long day of driving. It's finally dinner time. I took the best nap of a while. The weather was so perfect and the sun was setting and you can feel the trees moving, you can hear the sound, and it was really peaceful. Yamam and I have been fasting all day, so we're gonna make a pretty large dinner. Part of it is the classic potatoes, similar to the ones I've done in the last video. I got some meat slices to throw in there, honey roasted turkey more specifically, and then I will just kind of throw it over the potatoes and hope they don't burn because they're pretty thin. I'll just have to work around it somehow. I'm excited to try the mushroom risotto. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I've never actually got to try it. So we'll see how it is, and I'll give you my honest rating. But for now, we're gonna keep feeding the fire so we can feed ourselves. Let's see, we got the fire started. Potatoes are cooking. I'm trying to boil water. I have a bunch of extra fuel that I need to burn out. I've had it for a while. So I'm just gonna use my pocket rocket to boil the water, especially with the titanium. I'm not really sure if I want to put it over direct fire for my pot, but I got some water here already. I've also realized that one of my legs needs to get tightened, but I don't have the Allen wrench for it, so we're just gonna have to be really careful when we put the pot on it. There we go. Now we just wait a couple minutes for the water to boil, and then I'll start my dehydrated meal, and once that's done, I'll get another set of water going for Yamam's meal. The water's ready. Let's just get this meal started, I believe. Let's see, I just need to remove the oxygen absorber, which is right here. It's okay if you use it, I guess, but it's not gonna add any flavor to the meal. Perfect. Let's see. I just mixed it all. Hopefully it's not too runny. I eyeballed the amount of water, I guess scientifically estimated, but okay. As that's mixed, let's just reseal it, throw it inside the fleece for that extra warmth, because I do feel the temperature's dropping just a tiny bit. So now wait 20 minutes. Mushroom risotto is ready. I'm excited to try it. Looks like I did pretty okay with the water to mixture ratio, and I got myself a mini cucumber because nothing gets me as excited in spring as a fresh vegetable. So let's try it out. Must be an airplane or helicopter. I definitely see what's the hype about. Okay, I am pretty much all tucked in. I got my sleeping bag, liner. It's my first time trying out my down booties from Xbed, which I'm really excited about. I can already feel my feet being pretty toasty. I'm gonna keep my hat and like an adhesive body warmer just around me in case I do get a little colder than that, because temperatures are gonna drop a bit I got my mom's sweater over here under my back because that's technically the spot that gets coldest most, and I just feel like the natural wool makes me feel cozy. We're gonna head to sleep. We're gonna wake up pretty early tomorrow to eat before we start fasting again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's day 2. We just woke up and had some breakfast because we're trying to eat before the sunrise and after sunset for Ramadan. I'm just doing it with Yamam to support her. We're gonna start packing up and head out. It's starting to get a little light out, so we'll pack up and hit the road. But day 2 is gonna be exciting. Here we just set the camera on a tripod to get a time lapse of a sunrise. In the meantime, we quickly packed up the tent and our sleep systems to start our drive early. But we soon found out that Red River Gorge had a few more beautiful places that we absolutely had to see. We were on the way out of the Coomer Ridge campground to go to Tennessee, but we drove past the Tunnel Ridge Scenic Drive and we just thought it would be too good of a place to not take a little video of. So it's gorgeous here. This is our second attempt of leaving Slade in Kentucky to go to our Tennessee destination, but we just can't get away. We keep finding new things to do, and we are on a sky lift. We're getting to the point in the lift where it's going, sorry, it's unfocusing. There you go, sharply up to the top of the cliff. So I'm trying to figure out if it's really steep or it looks steep. Had to make sure I put the Crocs in the sports mode so they don't fly out. Crocs check. It might sound like we're surrounded by parrots and exotic birds, but it's actually just the lift that's shaking things up a bit here. We just got off the sky lift. There's 2 little hikes pointing in different directions. We picked the one that was a bit longer. Mind you, it's 0.3 miles, so not a long hike. And we ended up at this lookout, which is absolutely incredible. And mind you, this is a crazy cliff. I'll throw a clip of it. But right over there, you can see the natural bridge, which is a pretty cool view. We have been driving for about an hour and a half. Yamam decided, well, I was taking a nap, and Yamam made an executive great decision to take an exit and check out Cumberland Falls. It does look like there's a forest fire somewhere around. It's very smoky and it smells like smoke, looks all yellow, and I feel like ashes flying by sometimes. So hopefully that's not going to be a huge issue for the area. Probably hear the water running here, but we're about to see the big waterfall. Just as we're leaving the Cumberland waterfall, we saw on the road there's this lookout point, and you can see that there's some areas with smoke. So my theory of a forest fire seems to be correct, unfortunately. thank you for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed our adventures as much as we enjoyed them. We're going to be posting part 2 of our spring break trip on this channel, so make sure to follow and stay updated. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.